Alright everybody, welcome in. This will be another Stormgate cast, and I am Algorithmor, and this is Alpha Storm, aka Wallace. This is Wallace playing under the Alpha Storm Nick, and today we have a new challenger. We have Warm Milk, the warmest of milks. Warm Milk is a viewer of mine who is new to the game, I think. If you're not Warm Milk, please let me know. Shout out to Warm Milk for watching some of my games and saying, hey, I have some public replays if you want, come check them out. So I went and grabbed this game. So we'll see how these two do. And I should mention that Warm Milk is pretty high on the leaderboard too. I mean, if you're regularly getting games from folks like Wallace, then you're probably up there in the top. So welcome up there, Warm Milk, and if you're watching, which I hope you are, I would love to see you in some future tournaments. You should jump on the Discord and say hi and join some of these tournaments. For now, what do we got going on? We've got Brutes and Gaunts. This is becoming more of the standard almost opening for Infernal. You can see why with the 5 Phantoms here. And it looks like Warm Milk's doing the same thing on his side. 1 Brute, 2 Gaunts. Brute is doing his brutish things, and the Gaunts there to add their curse and summon the Phantoms. And then you can use those Phantoms with their DPS and use them to tank on these other creeps. Same thing going on over here for Wallace, although it looks like one of his brutes has been split into fiends, and fiends are good stuff. It looks like one of the gaunts went down here, but the brute did not split. So fiends are good because they give that armor debuff, and they also give faster DPS or more DPS, but they're so squishy that it's hard to keep them alive. So we got Warm Milk creeping on these Shadow Mastiffs here as well. You'll notice that when the Gaunts aren't on Shroud, they do not curse their enemies, and therefore no Phantoms appearing. That's why an effigy is always useful, like we see here. And Wallace has taken out this Therium camp, and he has sent a Fiend forward that will be taking the Vision Tower and taking out the effigy. 2 birds, 1 Fiend. And will Warm Milk be... Well, Warm Milk's just staying back at home right now, although Warm Milk is going for the 3rd, and Wallace's 3rd is just got up now with a few imps here mining, although they're sort of turning into buildings quicker than I could talk about them. 1 lumber imp here for Wallace, opening up the middle of the map, as we also see a lumber imp coming for Warm Milk. They have similar ideas, and we can hear that loud imp noise. So Wallace took out the creeps and leaves, and Warm Milk shows up wanting to do that, but noticing that the creeps are gone. Also putting a Shroud Stone here, and the effigy again increasing or speeding up the build time there. And this little creep pathway has reached the center of the map, and Warm Milk retakes this, I was going to say retake, but takes for the first time the Luminite Tower. And we see a 4th base here almost done for Wallace. And now Wallace moving to the center of the map and saying, I want to retake that back. And we have Warm Milk coming around the outside. We do see Wallace coming back to a defensive position. And Warm Milk pulls back. So just a little posturing. Oh, I thought for a second there he was going to split off some brutes and go attack the base, but no, he's coming all the way back to the speed camp with Wallace in pursuit. And this is just tier 1 on both sides here. No Mags, no Hellborns, no Weavers. Interesting. We got a little bit better concave for more milk here. A Nightfall Infestation goes down, but he dodges it mostly. And there's just a little bit more surface area for Warm Milk. We have one Weaver showing up now and lashing a Brute. And it's kind of toe-to-toe here, but the Brutes of Wallace have gone down, and we're now seeing the slower moving Weaver getting chased down, and it goes down. And the remnants cleaned up here by Warm Milk. That kind of went in his favor, and he's got just a little slight supply lead here. Fighting not on Shroud here. There we go. Now we got some effigies down. Both of them popping effigies. Again, Brute first Brute front line. We got Gaunts in the back applying their curse there. And very nice battle here. Looking like it's going in Warm Milk's favor. At least he's pushing sort of the front line down as more Gaunts show up, and that's going to be really clutch here. Chasing these units all the way back. Nope. We have Wallace turning to fight, and Warm Milk choosing once again to sort of retreat and regroup. Popping another effigy. More Brute showing up with their charge, running to the front line there. Getting that extra DPS on, and once again we have Wallace retreating back to his natural. Warm Milk coming in with those units. He does again still have only just a slight supply lead, but in terms of units that are brought to bear in this army, he definitely has more. We have a Magmadon, 2 Magmadons popping out with their trample, and we do see Warm Milk wisely pulling back there. So Warm Milk now saying, okay, you got mags there, I'm going to take out this 4th base. Warm Milk has not made a 4th base of his own yet. And this smaller army of Wallace is going to come and try and defend this base here. Ooh, we see another Magmadon coming down from the bottom. Lots of mags here doing their best. That's kind of what you want. They do get that splash damage. They do have that bonus versus heavy. More Magmadon showing up. So we see Wallace here doing everything he can to try and defend and managing to keep that shrine alive for now. More Brutes as well. At the top of the ramp here, Warm Milk decides maybe I can hold off. Goes for a Nightfall Infestation, but there's too many Mags here. And the Mags are trampling yet again. There we got a stun from the Brutes. And now those Brute reinforcements are going to clean this up. At least kill the 2 Mags that were there. And it looks like the extra Brutes from Wallace are going down. So once again, turning in Warm Milk's favor. And he knows he's going for blood. There is a shrine here that was very low, and it goes down very quickly. We have more Mags out. Now Mags, they were clutch in that hold. They popped out. They were able to be right on top of the army, and they were able to get some trample damage. But in this matchup right now, they are not the meta. Brutes cancel Mag tramples with their stun, which is definitely a mismatch in the power there. And that means Brutes technically are a better choice. I personally think 1 or 2 Magmadons mixed in, just because of their bonus damage against the Brutes and their ability to get maybe a clutch trample off here and there, is a good idea. But just making your main army Mags is not ideal. We do see some Brutes here coming with the Magmadons. We also see how much quicker the Brutes are than Mags. But Warm Milk has chewed through this base here. We're seeing the very slow Mags. They have curse on. What do they have on there? They have something, the slime debuff, but that's going to be GG out of Wallace. And good job, Warm Milk.